Hello, Andrew Collishaw, naturopath and homeopath. Welcome to your tip for today, and we're going to talk about bone health. And one of the biggest problems with bone health is the condition osteoporosis. You've probably heard of it, and it becomes more and more important the older we get. And basically what happens is that the function of the bones starts to decline. So there's a tendency as we get older for the bones to weaken and become a little bit more fragile. And we need to do more to actually stop that from happening and to nourish and nurture and strengthen the bones. It takes more effort the older we get. So today's tip is about ways of preventing especially osteoporosis, and ways that you can slow down that weakening process of the bones. So you see, bones are living cells, and they're like the skin, they're like other organs. They regrow and they reform, and that requires lots of nutrients and lots of energy for that to happen. So you can supply these things through nutrition, good nutrition, and of course exercise. Now, the important thing to understand about osteoporosis is that it's an insidious problem, so that it builds up gradually over time until the point, you know, if you have a fall and then you get a fracture and then you discover that the bones are a little bit brittle. It's an insidious thing that begins to happen in later life. So there are two things here. One is that you need to act early. You actually need to start thinking about bone health you know, in your 20s and 30s, 40s. It's not too soon, not at all, because you need the bones to be in excellent shape for later on. So that's the first thing to remember. The second thing to remember is, because it is what we think of as a silent disease, you need to, as you get older, then you need to have very clear approaches in place and routines in place that actually will improve your bone health. And that's your diet, your exercise, and possibly supplementation. Now, look, those of you that know me know that I'm not a big pusher of supplements, because a lot of what we buy, it's just, in my opinion, it's a bit of a waste. Okay, however, there are times when really carefully selected products, supplements, that are really top quality, can be used effectively to promote our health. So you need to use them judiciously, and you need to use the right ones. So we can help you here at the centre. Just give us a call and we can steer you in the right direction if that's what you would like to do. Otherwise, there are lots of different foods that you can take and incorporate into your eating that are going to help. But there are some other risk factors for osteoporosis that are really important just to mention briefly, and you can read about them in the article. Smoking, alcohol, and lack of sunlight. Now, we might laugh at that, but if you think about it, many of us and many of the clients that I see working inside don't get outside all that much. It's actually an important thing to consider. How much sunlight are you getting in order to make vitamin D? That's the sunlight vitamin, isn't it? So so getting enough sunlight is important for bone health, and having a diet that is low in calcium. So you need to consciously choose calcium-rich foods, and I've got a few foods suggested here for you. And also, if you live a sedentary lifestyle, that also will contribute to osteoporosis. So these are some of the major risk factors, and you need to go through each of them and think, okay, what am I doing that's countering these things? Well, hopefully you're not smoking and not drinking, and if you are, that you're minimizing that. I mean, smoking especially, try and cut it out. But drinking, if you just have minimal amounts of alcohol, okay, that's far better than overdoing it, of course. And okay, so I think they're the main things I wanted to mention. Have a read of the text below and look after your bone health, okay? Remember, it's an insidious thing that creeps up over the years, and the time to act is before, long before it starts to become a problem. So you can take that approach with any condition, can't you? You need to act early. It's all this prevention philosophy, isn't it? But it's really, really important. Okay, take care of your health, and talk with you soon. Bye for now.